Hello everyone, my name is Evan Vieira from Group 2. Today I'll be proposing a presentation about prioritizing customer feedback at Apple. So a brief overview of what I'll be going over today. Basically, customer feedback is very critical to any company's success. And the problem with Apple is that a lot of users feel that their voices are not being heard, which can lead to users wanting to go to other companies such as Samsung, that those companies may be listening to their customers' feedback. And what happens is that when companies don't satisfy that customer feedback, the customer loyalty tends to decrease and their satisfaction decreases, and that's what we don't want, right? So a little bit about the industry that Apple's a part of. Obviously, they are part of the tech industry, which is highly competitive, and companies must constantly be innovating in order to stay relevant and afloat in today's world. And the success of these companies heavily relies on advanced technology, software integration, as well as customer loyalty. And customer engagement will actually improve competitiveness. As I said before, if one company is not catering to those customers' needs, then those customers might go to another company. So what is the challenge that we are trying to face? It is very difficult to meet rising customer expectations, especially nowadays when there's so many companies within the industry, and the demand for these personalized, seamless experiences is at an all-time high. So the failure to address these concerns can greatly hurt any company's performance, which leads to customers leaving if they do feel that their voices are unheard. So an example of this would be Apple's recent Liquid Glass update. So basically what happened here was that Apple released an update with a few new features that customers weren't necessarily looking for. And this led to customers being unsatisfied because they had various concerns that they wanted to address, and Apple did not address those concerns. They decided to do their own thing when releasing this update. And customers want innovation, but not at the cost of usability, right? So some recent consumer behavior nowadays shows that social media heavily influences buying decisions. People are always being bombarded with reviews, tweets, things of that nature on the internet across various platforms such as TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and these will very heavily influence the customer buying decisions. So a few things that customers of Apple really want fixed, and I think we can all agree on this, would be longer battery life, the return of the headphone jack, charger blocks included when you buy the new phone, and many of these just haven't been met recently, and customers are not the happiest. Now, in order to fix this, this is what we are recommending. We are recommending a centralized feedback system. So what is a centralized feedback system, you may ask? Basically what it is it's a company-wide structured system for prioritizing that customer feedback. Basically, the AI system will collect data across various platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and it's going to collect data such as product reviews, questions, support tickets, and more. And the AI system is going to leverage this data, analyze it, and put it into a machine learning tool, which will essentially identify the main customer needs and pain points that are emerging from these social media platforms, and use them to create meaningful insights that Apple can use in their new innovations. So let's say I want a headphone jack, and 3 million other people also state on Twitter that they want a headphone jack. This system is going to take those frequent requests, and it's going to implement them, and Apple can see the main points, and they'll be able to put them into their new products, which will greatly benefit the company. So why does this matter? So a few advantages that we found about this will be that it's going to improve the product development and as well as strengthen the customer loyalty. If you want something done and you want to see a certain feature in Apple's new product, and they actually follow through and make sure that your need is addressed in the next product, you are going to be a very happy customer. And this is going to help Apple stay competitive because all their customers are getting their needs addressed, which will stop them from going to Samsung, for example, because why would I want to go to another company if Apple is addressing all my needs in their new products? And this will also speed up decision making within Apple, because if we have all of the main concerns, then that team at Apple does not have to necessarily look at all these different concerns. They have the main ones, and that'll cut out so much time, which will help Apple actually make quicker decisions in their new products. And a few additional benefits of this will be increasing the user experience, and it'll help build trust within customers. A few disadvantages of this would be there is a large amount of feedback that is going on, and it's going to be very easy to misinterpret it, because people might want to say something and they might say it in a way that doesn't directly address the problem, and the AI system might not interpret that correctly, which people may say that it's slow and it's going to take longer. But to counteract that, these are very small improvements, and Apple has made some of the biggest changes in technologies that we have seen in our day and age. So something so small like this is going to be something so little for Apple to implement. However, it's going to impact them drastically. And Apple is known for major innovations, as I said, and the thing about Apple is that they really care about creativity. A lot of people that work for Apple really enjoy it, based on studies that we have seen, based off the fact that they like that Apple embraces creativity. So some people might say that this is cutting back on and limiting creativity, but to that we have to say this, right? Feedback is supporting innovation, not necessarily replacing it. What do I mean by that? When we get more feedback, we are going to be innovating faster, better, quicker technology, and using that feedback in order to better our products in the future. So improving usability without limiting new ideas is going to greatly impact Apple. As well, I also want to reiterate the fact that doing this will help refine Apple's existing products. Let's say if you have an iPhone 17 and you want to see something changed, hey, this new update that we're implementing within the Apple 18 or the iPhone 18 will be implemented in an update in the iPhone 17 where you're going to be happy. You're going to be a happy customer. So that's good for you and the company. So to conclude, customer feedback, greatly improves products and the services, and it also improves the user's experience and the company's ability to innovate. It also increases the loyalty of customers and the competitiveness of the company, and the benefits of this greatly outweigh the disadvantages. Thank you.